Hello everybody, welcome back to another show and tell that I haven't done for about a week. I was busy with a lot of other things. I was hoping to make this video before my cat wakes up, but now it's too late and she might be joining the video at some point, meowing around or playing around or doing stuff. She's still very playful, she's still a little black kitten, only a couple months old, but I don't think she can get way up here. But she's definitely gonna be meowing around over here. But never mind that. It's difficult not to wake her up. She's a bit of a light sleeper, as cats tend to be. So, again, as usual, for cars, well, this time one of them is a bike, a motorbike, and I guess that's the one that I can start off with. Recently, I've seen a video on the internet about Hot Wheels collectors or like diecast collectors. Apparently nobody really cares about the models themselves. Everybody just cares about like the resale value or the market value, however whatever value they bring, because they basically just sculpt them and then they resell them. I never resold any of my models, I don't plan to, but as the video says, I honestly can't remember the name of the YouTuber who did that video, but it's got hundreds of thousands of views, so everybody's probably seen it at this point already. Anybody who cares about these cars and models, at least. So yeah, and as the man says, everybody starts out as a collector, and then eventually we all turn into resellers. Maybe that's gonna be the case with me as well. Who knows? I don't plan to do it at all yet. This is basically the only thing that I collect. I only collect Hot Wheels cars. I mean, as everybody, I at least it's sort of a guy thing to collect random crap. Like I collected cans of energy drinks or soft drinks. I used to collect chewed up bubble gum. I had like a stack of bubble gum on my table. It was super disgusting now that I think about it. But yeah, I was like I was a young teenager back then. Now I'm 32, and this is basically the only thing that I collect. Well, and physical games, but I don't have a big collection of those. So yeah, who knows how it's gonna be with me? Maybe one day I'm gonna try to sell them as well as a sort of an asset, because they do have some value, but it's probably difficult to sell them. Sometimes I do go on eBay to check prices of random cars that I come across. They always cost like €1, maybe €2, 250 or something like that, and they sell for 5 times the price, 10 times the price, like whatever. But I have no interest in that currently. So yeah. Anyway, this is a Ducati 1199, or is that how you should say that? Ducati 1199 sounds cooler, I guess. Super Leggera, which I assume stands for super light, I guess. Uh, yeah, I'm wondering when I picked this up. This looks like a 2017 box, or how a card actually. I think I might have picked it up in 2017, because I think this Porsche that I have over here says 2017 on the license plate. So I guess I picked this up at around the same time when I used to go to bigger toy stores to check for Hot Wheels before they started selling them for less money. Yeah, I am not super into bikes, honestly, but there always comes a time every single year for a long time now before summer. I always consider getting myself a bike. But if I would get myself a bike, it would definitely not be something like this. It would definitely be like a 50cc, like a small, or maybe 125cc. It's just something to learn on. There's a lot of people out there who get themselves big bikes. They just tell themselves, I'm gonna grow into it, and then they have an accident or worse, or something usually happens. I don't want to be cocky. I would just like to have something small to learn on, but I just didn't do it so far. I do have the space, I have maybe the money for it as well, but I never got around. Maybe someday, maybe once I'm in my midlife crisis or something. Anyway, I don't know a lot about bikes, but what I do know about Ducatis is they always sound like they're gonna fall apart, but apparently they have something like a dry transmission or something like that, so that's why they sound that way when they're idling. I saw that on regular car reviews. At one point, he was reviewing a red Ducati. They always come in red, by the way. This one's orange with some decent little graphics. And I just really liked the way it looked, which is usually the case for why I pick up for why I pick up cars and bikes. when I come across a cool bike or whatever. I don't have a lot of them, of course. Hot Wheels mostly makes cars. They do make some bikes. I have a bunch of them, but yeah, it's mostly cars, right? Next one is a Porsche 993 GT2. This one is, it has like a strange, like an unusual description up here. It says something along the lines of Mattel Inc. warns that any Hot Wheels, something about defects, but I don't really care about that because I don't really plan on taking this car out of the box. It's really cool. It reminded me of like an RWB body kit, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like a knockoff or something like that. I don't think they ever made RWB Porsches, but it really is reminiscent of that. It's got some nice details on it. It's got that license plate that says 2017 here on the front, so I guess I must have picked it up 7 years ago in 2017 for Euro 96. Now they cost like double as much, almost like 350 or something like that in those big toy stores, you know. But the ones that I usually go for are 150, which it used to be just €1 last year, I think, but I guess they also had to go up in price. And I almost never see these big boxes anywhere. It's always those short boxes like that Tesla that I have over there. So yeah, a really cool orange Porsche next to an orange Ducati. Why not? I love the way it looks. And I love Porsches. Porsches are super cool. They sound amazing. I never had the chance to drive one, but I really definitely would if I had the chance. Same as the case with this Pagani Huayra. Actually, I'm not so sure about the Huayra. I was never such a big fan. I know it has those flaps in the back that, you know, when you steer in a direction, they open up to give you better cornering, better aerodynamics. I saw that in games, in videos, of course. I wonder if they ever came with these in this color with these little cool little stripes. The camera doesn't show it very well because I have a bit of a crappy phone for this, but it's a really nice sort of a metallic green with those black stripes. Not a big fan of open top cars, to be honest. I'm not in my midlife crisis yet. Probably at some point. Also with 2017 model, I assume that I also picked this up in 2017 as well. Yeah, big box again. I don't have a whole lot of those, but yeah, I saw this and I was like, they don't. I almost never come across Pagani by Hot Wheels. So yeah, cool car. I remember like the first thing that always comes to my mind when I see a Pagani is the gameplay. No, not the gameplay, but the trailer for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which came out in 2010, which in my opinion is like one of the best game trailers ever made. Honestly, it was live action. It was super cool. It was a Pagani Zonda having a chase with a Lamborghini Aventone, which was the cop car. It was made in the Dolomites, I think, in Italy, if I'm not mistaken. And sometimes I still rewatch it. 2010 Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Uh, 2010 Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I think that was the E3 trailer for that game, and it was just unbelievable. Yeah, that is the first thing that I think of when I see a Pagani. I never seen one in real life, only as a Hot Wheels model or in some kind of game or something, but never ever in real life. I guess it's just one of those cars that people just buy as an investment and then they never drive it. Anyway, the last car that oops, that was my cat. I just kicked her. God damn. Sorry about that. Yeah, the last car. The last car I have here is the Tesla Cybertruck. I am not sure if Tesla has a design department because I'm sorry about that, but this is like, is there anything like, is there a design department at Tesla? I mean, some of the sedans that they have and the other cars look kind of okay-ish. I know the build quality is said to be pretty crappy, but the Cybertruck, does anybody actually like the way it looks, or do people just buy it for the novelty? I've seen reviews, not a lot of drivers are praising it very much, and honestly, I think it looks very lacking design-wise. It's just like a low polygon background car from a game from 2010 or something, something like that. I can't believe they actually put these in production. Honestly, I'm sure it has good sides to it as well, but I honestly can't imagine what they could be. I would not even want this thing for free, only as a Hot Wheels model. And I think it's actually, it looks cool as a Hot Wheels model. The non-painted color of it. Color, yeah, it doesn't have a color. Like the non-paintedness of it reminds me of a DMC DeLorean, right? Like that one has polished stainless steel metal, and this one I'm honestly not sure what this is supposed to be. I don't think they come in color. They're just like this, and people get them wrapped. Yeah, super ugly. Sorry about that, but like that's just my opinion. I don't like the way this thing looks. It's a really cool Hot Wheels car to have though. Yeah, I don't even know why I picked it up. Maybe I should have gotten more. Those are probably gonna be valuable, but not that I care too much about it. Thank you for watching and for joining me today.